Hey guys, well it's been a minute since I made a video and I kind of started a new hobby. I've got a couple new tools here, and basically with these new tools I can make rings out of coins. So today what I'm going to be printing is a center punch for a quarter that's going to help me get the exact center of a quarter, punch out a hole in that coin. That's going to give me a good start on the ring that I'm making. I've seen a lot of different ways to get perfect center on a coin, and I think one of these punch cards is probably the best way to go. I've seen them listed up to $12 on the internet, and it's pretty nice to have a 3D printer where I can just download a file or even sketch this up. I mean, if you've got a handy set of calipers, you can go on to Tinkercad and you can make one of these yourself pretty easy if you just know the two measurements, the circles you need, the size of the hole you're going to punch and the size of the coin, and then make sure the thickness of this will fit inside your punch and die kit once it's centered. And that's a pretty easy make for somebody who's interested in making coin rings. And you know, this is really the first step in making a coin ring, punching the hole in it, and if you don't get it exactly center, you're going to have problems all the way down the line making the coin ring. So if you're interested in getting started in this and you have a 3D printer, pretty handy little design. So I'm going to go ahead and download this and put it onto my 3D printer and get it started. All right, so I've got my model here in Z Suite, which is the slicing software that comes with Zortrax 3D printers, which is my favorite 3D printer to use. If you're interested in getting a 3D printer, I'll have a link for Zortrax in the description below. It is an affiliate link, and I do get commissions if you decide to purchase one, but I really think they're the best 3D printer for anybody who wants to 3D print but doesn't want to have to deal with constant calibration or actually getting into the machine and working on it to make it work as a 3D printer. Zortrax is pretty much a plug and play machine. It's a little pricier, but for all the headache I have with all my other machines, Zortrax, I can just put a file in it and it prints the file, and I just love that. So let's get back to our file here. We've got a hole where the punch is going to come through and a hole where our quarter is going to be placed, and the hole for the punch is perfectly in the center, and we've got a little bit of extra here to kind of position it in the punch and die. And I might modify this later so that there's a little lip so I can actually flip the quarter out of this once I'm done punching a hole in it, but that's for another day. Let's go ahead. I went ahead and did the analysis on this. It's 100% correct. It's a pretty simple model. You could probably get on Tinkercad yourself if you want to make a model like this or similar with a different size circle for, say, the hole you want to cut or the coin you want to cut a hole into. And Tinkercad's pretty easy to use, so I recommend checking that out if you're interested. And then I went ahead and went to print settings. It's going to be 0.29 layer height. It's going to be a high quality print, so it's going to take a little bit longer to print, and it's got a 40% infill, and it's not going to need any support because there's no overhang or anything like that. So it's a pretty straightforward print. It's going to take about 43 minutes to get done, and I've already exported it and put it on an SD file, and it's actually getting ready to print on this 3D printer right now. It's just heating up, and I've got two time-lapse cameras that are going to watch this print. It's probably not going to be a very exciting time-lapse, but I'll go ahead and include that after this clip right here, and I'll periodically check on this as it prints. All right, be back to you in a little bit. All right, so the print is done. So I'm gonna go ahead and scrape this off the print bed here. Check it out. Here's our fresh print with a quarter in it. I did have to shave just a little bit off with this file so the quarter would print in there, but that's just 3D printer tolerances for you. I'm gonna go ahead and see if this is the right size now, and then we'll try and punch a hole in this quarter. Everybody makes mistakes, and today I made this hole, which was just a little too small, a little too big. You can see it's just got a little play in it up here. It's gonna be wobbling around, not quite get the center. I'm gonna go ahead and try this one, but I'm gonna print one more of them and see if I can get that hole to be more exact. Okay, so I've gone ahead and put the quarter in the 3D printed piece. Got this pretty well centered up. I'm gonna go ahead and put this die in there, and I'm gonna just push away that extra part that's got a little play there and just try and keep this punch from getting into that and keep it as centered as I can. And I'm gonna go ahead and beat on this for a bit and see how centered the corner is. So as a newbie to making rings out of coins, I've been trying to start this hole punch with this 1-ton arbor press. And it's just really difficult, especially since it's not mounted to anything. Eventually I wanna make this a bit longer so I can have more leverage. But I did discover if you just get an old-fashioned hammer, set it on some concrete and pound on it maybe 8 times pretty decently, you can get that plug out of there. And then once you've got it pushed through, you can just set it on this press and it'll push the rest of the way out, push that plug out. And then you can get a smaller one of these, stick it on top of here, and you won't have to worry about damaging anything because you can just push that out nice and easy. So that's what I've been doing for that so far. There's our coin. Judging by where the eagle is, it doesn't look exactly centered, but it's much better than what I had done before. So I'm gonna try and tinker with this idea and probably come up with a model that works just a little better, maybe, and keep trucking on. But so far this is pretty cool. I like it. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you'd like to see more. I'll probably be making some more coin ring videos along with 3D printing videos. And if you want to support me, I'm gonna have a short little kind of commercial after the end of this video, and if you watch it, it'll show you how to get some shopping credit on my favorite free app. So hang around for that if you're interested. Second try. I'm pretty sure that is perfectly centered. It's the best one I've done so far. I really like this print. I'll have a link for the download files in the description below. Well, that was a lot of fun. If you want to support my channel, I have a link in the description for a video I have on another channel that's going to tell you about a free phone app I've made over $2,000 on. It's got a pretty sweet referral program that allows you to earn shopping credit. So go ahead and check that out. It'll be in the link below. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.